Day one of normal meditation. Normal is in my everyday regular meditation practice. Day 3 with my normal, regular, everyday meditation. It's been 5 days so far. That last day of regular meditation. Since I'm doing this, or attempting to do this rather scientifically, I needed to get a baseline of what I felt in my mind and body without any meditation, and then this week have to get a baseline of how I feel in my mind and body doing my normal, regular, everyday meditation, so can see the differences and understand the differences of the proceeding meditations that are going to follow this. So I figure I should probably explain my normal, regular, everyday meditation in a little bit more detail for all of you. Usually I meditate outside too, when the time is right, which is most of the time, but sometimes I don't. A good meditation. This morning, meditating on a hill. It was cloudy, it sort of raining, drizzling a little bit, not a lot, just like misting. And then I don't know how long I was on the hill for. I don't think it was too long after I was sitting, but the sun started like bursting through the clouds, and it was just like I could feel the warmth of the rays of the sun, just like, brushing on my face. It was, and there's a lot more to experience outside too, like this. Fun, I love those things. I normally start off doing a little bit of mindfulness meditation, which you will hear more about in another video later, hint hint. And then after focusing on my breath with the mindfulness a little bit, sometimes I do some sort of guided visualization where I go to another dimension that I've created. Maybe it feels like I'm flying, or maybe it feels like I'm just wading through an endless river and falling deeper and deeper and deeper into that river. Or sometimes I'm focusing on an element. Like I said, I love air, but I also like feeling the sun beaming down on me, feeling the warmth of the sun's rays just, washing over my skin. Of course, that could also be the sun saying, I'm going to give you sunburn. So, because, look at me, I'm a very pale man, being completely honest here. Sometimes I do a little chanting. Love, laughter, play, joy, grace, forgiveness. I'm also practicing what's known as throat friction breathing, which is where you open up the back of your throat and sort of make, I guess you don't have to make sounds, but it probably helps when you're open up the back of your throat and you make sounds like, that's a little bit exaggerated. What that's supposed to do is stimulate the throat. And I also find it helps in general just with breathing, so I've incorporated that into my practice every day. Thank you, Jesse Stewart. I like meditating outside because it gives me a chance to connect with the earth, and it's also a little bit quieter. Even if there's nothing on in a house or an apartment, I just find it quieter. I don't know if I can explain it. And then sometimes when I'm meditating, I'll start to cry or laugh, either or. And it's normally spontaneous. I don't I'm not like thinking of something that makes me cry or laugh. It just sort of happens. Ugh. And then this has only been happening in the last couple months or so. Let's say 6 months. Sure, let's say 6. Sometimes when I meditate, I also get these thoughts that come into my head. I've explained this in other YouTube videos in the past, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it. But if you want to learn more about those things, you can either check out my blog, which is where I'm posting these videos, or you can check out the past videos and go from there. Up to you. Whatever you feel like. No pressure, no obligation, no worries. Yeah, I feel like I'm taking this way too seriously. Like, this is a little life, you know? Studying myself, meditating. Look at me, I'm in a spinning chair right now. How cool is that? That's amazing. I'm an alien, and that's how I communicate. I think as we'll see, maybe not, I don't know. But as the time goes on, that'll go away. I think maybe some of it's just because I haven't meditated for a while. But like your mind, you know, it loses that muscle to sort of like expand out a little bit if you don't meditate after a while. So, you know, it gets kind of a little bit entropy in that regard, having to work out all of that again. So we'll see. It takes my mind a little bit of time to get readjusted again to meditating. It takes a little bit longer for my mind to settle down than when I normally meditate. I can sort of just because everyone knows what that means. Get in the zone. I also appreciate meditation, being able to sit down and focus on not being attached to the thoughts that come towards me, whatever they are. It kind of reminds me a little bit like these things, like as I'm talking to you, I could be paying attention to these and seeing where they're spinning and where they're landing and stuff like that. And those can sort of be representations of thoughts. But instead I'm focusing on talking to you right now, not being attached to where's that one going, where's this one going. My body is less tense. Things sort of roll off me a little easier. Be able to tell a little bit more when different parts of my body are feeling tense, or as I'm meditating when different parts of my body start tensing up. Like for today, I noticed when I was meditating, had the mudra fingers out like this. My pointer and thumb finger were like scrunched together. They were like getting really tense. Like, ah! I had to remind myself, hey, gotta loosen up all parts. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Like I'm more sensitive, but I'm also less sensitive at the same time. Like, or I'm conscious of how to allow these different energies to move through my body. Like I sort of think of it as, well, I was meditating outside today, and the sun was out, and I was enjoying myself, and when I went back inside, a friend of my brother's said, man, you must have been hot. It was really hot out there. And I totally didn't notice. But I remember feeling the warmth from the sun. But I also remember sort of consciously and unconsciously allowing the warmth and heat to sort of move through me. I was meditating with my palms up, and I could really feel the heat and warmth on my hands. And I remember just sort of feeling and allowing the heat to sort of just like travel through my body from one arm out to the other. It's been going well so far, this meditation. In the coming days is when the real interesting stuff begins, when I start to look at these different kinds of meditations. And I was thinking, if you watching have any suggestions or different types of meditations that you would like to see me try and practice for a week, I'll be more than happy to. Just send them my way, and I will get to them. I don't know when. Could be when you say them, could be a little bit later. I don't know, but feel free to give me suggestions of things, and whatever. Let's make this a little bit interactive,